Well, hello everyone, and thank you for joining us, whether you are watching on video or listening on our podcast show. We are always excited to share some really important information with you because that's what we do. I am Jill Bloom, publisher of Roofing Contractor, Walls and Ceilings, and Building Enclosure. And I am so excited to be here today with Thea Dudley, the owner of Pocket Protectors, who is everything credit. I think her nickname is Credit Overlord. So Thea, thank you for joining me.
Well, thanks for having me again, Jill. I always love hanging out with you.
Well, you've got some great information for contractors that help them run their business. So let's dive right in. You and I were just talking about the big importance of risk management and how contractors should approach that. So can you give some insight? What should contractors do to evaluate who they're doing business with?
Well, most of the time when contractors hear risk mitigation, they think of OSHA, they think of insurance, they don't think about their cash flow. And it's like, well, you should, because your cash flow pays for all of the things we just mentioned. So, one of my top things I'm always beating on contractors about, and they're just awful about it, is doing some background research on the customers they're doing business with. It's one thing to get a contract, but you got to read it, you got to edit it, and you've got to make sure, especially with everything we're going through now where there's material shortages and you're having to make substitutions, what can you substitute? What does that look like? Are you going to get fined? How is that going to back charge on you? And what is this contractor that you're working with? What does this GC look like, or this owner? Best advice is pull a quick commercial credit report, whether it's done in Bradstreet, Experian Business, Equifax. Get that information, because it's going to tell you if there are liens against this guy. Has he had any liens filed, federal judgment liens? If he's paying his subs, if he's paying his trade vendors, what does that look like? And, is he going to continue to pay you? The other thing is do a quick search. I mean, you can go to NCS or Level Set or any of the large mechanics lien companies and find out, hey, is there any liens filed on some of these projects this guy has worked on? You want to make sure you're dealing with someone who's going to pay you. Nobody wants to work for free.
Oh yeah, really?
I don't.
So if somebody has never pulled a credit report on somebody before, how do they do that?
Well, you got to get signed up with somebody. So,
Okay.
of course, you can have anything you want, but it can't always be free.
Okay,
So
that's right. I mean, what you said, Dun & Bradstreet, or what are they?
Dun & Bradstreet is one. Experian Business Report is another. Equifax does it as well. Cortera does some. D&B's been doing it the longest. They've been doing it since like 18 something or other. And so they really have a lot more built up, but Experian Business is another favorite of mine. So I like those two. If you guys have any trouble, just, shoot me a quick email, Thea@creditoverlord.com, and I'll be happy to hook you up with someone who can, put together a package for you, and, or you just one-off it. I mean, there's a great website called Smart Business, and it's direct with Experian, and you can definitely get some good information there. But it's knowing who you're doing business with.
Yeah, for sure. And you just said something about a mechanics lien. What's the difference, and how do you get a mechanics lien?
Well, that's the other thing that's fascinating to me, is that we don't protect, as a whole, contractors do a really bad job at protecting their rights because they don't want to offend anybody. You guys are so worried about offending people. You're not worried about people offending you. You're not worried if people are going, hey, let me make sure you get paid. And there's nothing better than going, hey, I don't want to file this lien, but I got, suppliers that are on my back and I can't lose lien rights. And, what can we do here? And then you can enlist your creditors. Like when I was a trade creditor, that was a great tool for me. If one of my customers showed up and said, look, I'm not getting paid on this, Thea, can you make a call to the owner and see what's happening with the money? You'll be able to get a lot of information that way. And you're not fighting alone. You're leveraging those relationships with who's selling you those materials to help you out a little bit. They've got very big credit departments that can help support you. And there's all kinds of lien services out there. Level Set is one, NCS is another. Your local NACMs, National Association of Credit Managers, all have a lien service. So there's lots that you can do. You can put a program together, or you can one-off it. But don't lose those. We're one of the few industries that have this leverage. So it's really great to be able to use that to your advantage.
So let's say you find, somebody that you've got a quote with and you're really excited to do the job with them, but it's very clear from the contractor's perspective, as much as you're so excited about this job, that they're not going to be good to do business with. How do you say no, and how do you turn them down, and how do you, like, without offending them, what's your recommendation?
Well, I'm not a magician, so I'm not sure we're going to be able to hit all of those marks, but part of it is I don't like to turn anybody down. So you try to make it, hey, where can we go with this? Like, hey, I pulled a credit report on you guys, and I have some issues here. Can you tell me what happened? Why do you have this federal tax lien? Or I noticed that some of your other projects went south. Can you tell me about what that looks like? The other thing is just straight up, doesn't look like you're paying anybody over here, or you look a little dicey. We're going to need a 50% deposit down, or, frankly, we'd like to have it all in advance. And you can look at their contracts and see how one-sided they are. If they're, granted, whoever writes the contract usually writes it in their favor. But if it's just egregiously so, you want to be able to strike some of those things and just go, look, I want to do business with you, but yeah, come on, man, write something that's fair. And, approach it that way, because you can get that stuff up front. It's after everything goes that it gets a little dicey and nobody will give you the information.
Well, that is awesome advice, Thea. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I know every contractor out there is going to really enjoy just getting that little nugget for the day. And can't wait to talk to you again, because you always have some great information. So if anybody has any questions for Thea, Thea, tell me your email again.
It's Thea@creditoverlord.com. Very simple. So
very nice.
Just reach out and let me know. Happy to help you out.
Fabulous. And if you have any questions for us, it's wconline.com, roofingcontractor.com, buildingenclosureonline.com. And while you're there, make sure you sign up for our free e-newsletters. Check our free e-magazine. It's free to register for our website, so you can always stay up to date on all the great videos we're doing with people like Thea. But bottom line, please stay safe and healthy. We look forward to talking to you next time.
Hey!